Welcome all you Scorpios to your May monthly reading, and we've been focusing on a chakra each month starting at the beginning of the year. So here we are in May, so we're moving into the 5th chakra, which would be the throat chakra. That's all the beautiful blues of the throat chakra. And with the focus on the throat chakra, we're just going to be asking how and where can we communicate more clearly. So we're going to start off with pulling a card here from the Seeker Oracle just to get the overall energies for the month of May and what the Creator would like you to know around communication. So and one more time. All right, so for our Scorpios, what would you like them to know about their month of May, please? All right, that is the one right off the bat. And you've got have faith. I love this beautiful card here. Little child's hand holding on. You know, the little amulet here too, holding on to something much higher here. So I'm going to put this card right here. Let me see. How about right here? And I really feel like this Have Faith card is about your communication to the Creator, to your posse of support on the other side. So really, this is about voicing your desires, your emotions, whatever is going on in your life. Whereas before, I kind of feel like it has to do with like worthiness of why would the Creator, why would all of them even care about what's going on in my life? I've got so much going on. I feel like I'm complaining. I don't want to share those things because why would they want to hear it? But they do. They want to hear everything. It's like a little child. There's like two things. One is like, when I was in the Christian faith, it was about running into the throne room of the Creator, jumping on their lap, and that the Creator just wants us to come and jump on their lap and hear everything that we learned, like in school that day and all of that. And that's kind of what this, communication is. It's going on a walk, a little grandchild going on a walk with the grandparent, and they want to know everything that's going on. There's nothing stupid. There's nothing silly. They just enjoy the communication. They enjoy listening. They want to hear it all. And that's like the energy that I'm feeling from this too. And from the book here, it says, we often associate the word faith with religion, but the two are not mutually exclusive. Believing so can limit our understanding. Faith is also defined as having complete trust and confidence, often in a manner that defies logic. It cannot be explained, it just is. Faith is powerful. It gives us a reason for being. It reminds us that we have a purpose and gives us the courage to find it. Faith makes it easier to overcome and manage our fears because we can see beyond them to the good that is to come. No, it does not prevent us from experiencing trouble or moments of fear, but helps us to face and overcome them. It makes us stronger, more resilient, and willing to persevere. It helps us to remember that times of trouble always come to an end. Always. It enables us to see the potential and opportunity instead of seeing lack and believing that we have no choice but to suffer. Faith inspires. It gives us the courage to take a chance and seek solutions. Faith is the flame of hope that never dies. It serves as a beacon that lights our path and helps us find our way home when we feel lost. Faith is the hand that reaches out to us to help us back to our feet when we stumble and reminds us that we are never truly alone. Believe in the good. Believe in yourself. Have faith. Move forward with confidence. You've got this. And we've got you. So I love that because it is like developing this. Do you trust the Creator? Do you trust your path? Do you trust that everything is unfolding for you? Just know that whatever you want to communicate, whatever you want to develop, this relationship with this communicative relationship with the Creator and Spirit and all of those beings. I mean, you've got guardian angels, you've got, regular angels, you've got spirit guides, you've got loved ones who are on the other side, you got ancestors, and all these beings of unconditional love and light that want to communicate with you. They're always talking to you, and they would love for you to talk to them and share your emotions, share your experience with them, and ask them for assistance, and they are more than happy to help. We're also going to pull a card from the tarot. And what I do, if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck. In this case, this is the Tarot of the Magical Forest, and I split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana represents, like this card, the overall energy for the month and what the Creator wants you to know. So let me just give these a little shuffle here, mix them up, and we'll see what else they want you to know about this coming May around communication. So what else would you like our Scorpios to know, please? Okay, that's the one right there. And you have the Emperor. So, like I talked about, running and jumping on into the throne room and jumping onto the lap of the Creator. I love it. So this is, a beautiful picture of that, where you're running up and jumping up on there and having that communication. So I love that. And the Emperor card in itself has this energy about, this control and understanding the different phases and different places in your life too, and that you have so much control over your life, in that there's 2 places, and understanding this trust comes into this card too, where there could be a loving emperor, which and a loved emperor. So an emperor who's loving doesn't have their own desires and its own needs and wants as its primary, is loved by its kingdom because their desire and their intention is for the kingdom, to spread love, to have their kingdom be successful. And so, everyone loves an emperor like that. And of course, that's the Creator. The Creator doesn't need anything from us, and it wants to give so much to us. When our human side comes into a loving emperor, then when that little child inside of us feels unsafe or scared and out of control, it goes into fight or flight mode, and it'll do whatever it needs to do to feel safe again, to gain their control back, to gain more control, even take control from others. And so that loving emperor in our human world can transform into a dictator or a tyrant instead. And so I really feel like understanding the 2 sides of the emperor is an important piece of this card here for you, because that lets you know that this emperor, this beautiful being that has its hand extended for you to hold on to, can be trusted, and it is a loving emperor. I'm just going to put the card like that. All right. And then we're going to get into the minor arcana. And what I do with the minor arcana, like I said, I split out to the 4 suits. And each of the suits represents a different part of your life. We're going to start off with the wand suit, which is the fire element. And that just represents your drive, your ambition, your inspiration, your passion, your spiritual energy, and also just your energy in general. So this is what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure regarding communication during the month of May. So for our Scorpios, what would you like them to know about their spiritual adventure? So another king sitting on a throne. So this is pretty awesome. I love it, because this does represent for me, it's the highest, the king is the highest, card in the suit of wands, which would mean this would be the highest spiritual energy that you can achieve, which would be to the higher realms, right? So this is so perfect and in alignment with what we were talking about. And again, another come to the throne. You can come and jump on his lap. So I just love that they gave me that example in the beginning, and they just keep reiterating it here as well. We're also going to pull from this energy oracle and just see what else they want you to know about your spiritual adventure. But it definitely is about focusing on your spiritual relationship with the Creator, and the posse on the other side is a huge message for you. And one more time. All right, so for our Scorpios, what else would you like them to know about their communication in the month of May? Okay, they want this one right here. You've got the Thinking Man, card number 46. I'm just going to put this down here, and let's see what energy comes with this card here. It says this card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand, and he is a thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now or about to arrive soon. This person may be there to educate you in the finer details of your chosen direction, or may be there to assist you in some specific spiritual, mental, or emotional pursuits. The card is telling you to pay attention, for this could lead to great strides in personal or professional growth. This man may also be a love interest coming your way, or perhaps just a new male friend. But be on the lookout for this guide in the physical world and be open to his information. Learn what you can. A new discipline, a technique, a course of study, or healing practice could change your life forever. So definitely there's this masculine energy coming in for you for your spiritual journey here, and connecting to your higher self, connecting to the Creator, and around this communication. And this could or could not be like a in-person kind of person you come across, or it can be someone you come across on the web or YouTube or whatever. I do offer a new free video series that they had me start called You Times Two, which is about getting to know the two of you that are having this human experience and expanding your spiritual. So I have that in the description box below, and it'll be linked at the end of the video here somewhere too. So if that resonates with you, then maybe that is the thing, but definitely keep an eye out for throughout the month of May as this comes, because this is, very much this stepping into this new belief, stepping into this new area of your life. And it could be a book, it could be a web series, it could be anywhere that you're getting this information in. And it's just the divine masculine energy. And whether you're male or female or however you identify, that could be you. So it doesn't have to be a gender male. It could be just someone with that divine masculine energy for you. So I love that. So you definitely have this assistance that's in here, both in the spiritual world and in the physical world, to help you on that path to opening that up. And then we're going to move into the next suit, which is Pentacles. And that represents the earth element, and where this is your spirit. We're going to talk about your mind and your emotions. The Pentacles is about the outside world. The other three are inner. This is the outer. So this is what's going on in your physical world during the month of May regarding communication and what they would like you to know. So for our Scorpios, what would you like them to know about their physical adventure regarding communication? Okay, they want that one right there. And you've got the Two of Pentacles. So this really tells me that You Times Two is an important thing for you, because the Two of Pentacles for me is all about understanding the two pieces of you. You can see this infinity symbol here. The two of you that are living this human experience, and that there's two things in our life that influence our physical world. That is our human side, which is ruled by that fight or flight and that fear. And then, of course, our higher self, our spiritual self, which is rooted in unconditional love. So this Pentacles is this realization that there's this ebb and flow between the human side and the spiritual side, and that we come here on purpose, for a purpose, to experience our human side, or why we even come here knowing what this life would hold. But we come here so that our higher self understands itself more by experiencing what it's not. You know, our human side, our shadow side is a piece of us, and we come here purposely to experience that. And so this is definitely this awareness of those two different worlds that exist on top of one another, layered. And so this is a very important piece of that for you. So I like it. We're also going to pull from the Oracle of E to see what else they would like you to know about your physical adventure during the month of May in regards to communication. We, of course, will take anything else they want us to know, too. We never limit communication from the other side. That would just be silly, right? All right, what else for our Scorpios, please? Okay, they do want that one there. And you have Hasta la vista, baby. So I like that. No, that doesn't mean that you're leaving the earth. Let's see what message comes with this one. Kind of feel like it's letting go of that which no longer serves you, but let's see here. Yeah, remember that song Queen Elsa sings in the Disney movie Frozen when she unleashes her magic? Well, if you don't catch this animated flick, well, if you didn't catch that animated flick, it's time to let it go. Walk away. And just like you never look back at the trash can you leave at the curb, don't give it a second glance. It's time for new beginnings, out of the old and in with the new. And I love that because I did notice on the Thinking Man card is 46. When you add 4 plus 6, that's 10, which is endings and new beginnings as well. So there is this letting go of the old ways of thinking about yourself and the old ways that you think you have to communicate, whether it's I only can communicate through prayer or meditation or a chant, and this is the exact way that I'm supposed to communicate with the Creator, and it needs to be very reverential and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, it's like a little, like I said, again, a little child, grandchild walking with a grandparent. They don't care if you accidentally cuss or what you say or do. They have been through it all. They know it all, and they just want to have that communication with you. So I love that. Then we're going to move into the sword suit, which is the air element. This, of course, represents your mind. So it's your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. So let's take a look here and see what they would like you to know about your mental adventure around your communication with the higher realms. So what else would you like our Scorpios to know, please? Okay. You do get 2 for here. And your first one. Well, you have another king. So you've got the Emperor and 2 kings so far. So this is definitely reiteration. Again, your thoughts about your ability to go into the throne room, you know, the throne room of the Creator, to go into the presence of the Creator of all things. You know, I know in the Christian faith when I was growing up, like I talked about in the beginning, they talked a lot about in the Old Testament how when they had the tabernacle, which was like the church in the wilderness, and they had this veil that was between the Ark of the Covenant, which housed the presence of God, and the people outside of it. And if a priest went in impure, they would always have him go in with a rope around his waist, because if they were impure in any way, they would fall dead and they would use the rope to pull them out. And you're like, oh my God. So there's no wonder we have this fear within us, because we're taught to fear the presence of God, because we fear the judgment, we fear the punishment. But this beautiful, I think a lot of this belief system here that's changing is that belief of who the Creator is. One of the big kind of turning points in my life is when I came to a fork in the road where I had to decide, does the Creator love me unconditionally or conditionally? And when I realized what felt right in my heart and my soul was that the love of the Creator, like the love of a grandparent, is unconditional. There's nothing you can do to lose any of their love, and there's nothing you can do to gain more of it, because you have 100% of it already. And there's this transformation that happens. And even when Jesus, in the New Testament, it talks about when when Jesus gave, he was the representative of unconditional love. When unconditional love was given to us, it tore that veil in half. It parted it, where it gave us full access to run. And I think it even says it, like, run into the throne room and cry, Abba, Father. And it allows you to do that. So I love that they're bringing all this old information up to me. And then you have the Queen of Swords. So if we had any doubt that they were talking about you entering this throne room, entering the presence of the Creator with confidence, and knowing that you deserve and are worthy to go into the presence of the Creator of all things, and that whole royalty that floods, what they used to call it whenever in the hall they had all the not the suitors, but they had all the royal, all the duchesses and duchesses and everything that flooded that. That all around the Creator is all these beings of unconditional love and light, and they all want you to be in their presence, and they are always around you, but they want you to be able to feel like you're in their presence, so that you can talk to them and communicate with them. Because these swords that they will yield here, that's the Ace of Swords, and that allows you to connect to the capital T truths of the higher world. So it's basically the symbol that they're giving you, this sword, that is this emblem of your worthiness to access them, because communication, the swords are also about communication. They just reminded me too, it's about your ability to communicate, and so communicating with the Mother and the Father of all things, and it allows you to cut away those small T truths, these old ways of thinking that you're able to cut away, and those old limiting beliefs about all these things need to happen in order for you to be able to be worthy of it. They're like, no, there's no condition. You can just walk in. You have the sword, that's like your little emblem, your key card. You just wave the sword and they're like, oh, come on in, so you have full access to that. We're also going to pull from this Clarity deck, which is created by a group called Girls Gone Happy, which is an amazing name of a company. But this is just going to be what else they want you to know about your mental adventure during this month of May. So what else for our Scorpios, please? Okay, what else? Anything else? I think they want this one too. So the first one that popped up here, elders. Interesting. We're talking about grandparents. Consider your relationships with the elders in your life. How do these relationships keep you stuck in old patterns? What do they teach you about the ways you've grown in recent years? And I really feel like they want me to stop with that first sentence. Consider your relationships with the elders in your life. So consider your relationship with the higher elders, right? And then you have new skin. How are you trying to crawl into an old version of this situation that no longer fits and is no longer relevant? What needs to happen to get you to fully inhabit the new version of this situation? Yes, endings and new beginnings, hasta la vista, baby, new skin. Very, very clear message there. And then we move into the final suit, which is the cups, which is the element of water, represents your emotions. And this one fell out, so we will take that one, and we'll see if there's any others as well. So any others for Scorpio? Okay, last pass. Yep, okay, this one right here. Yeah, okay. Excuse me. So you've got the Eight of Cups, which the Eight of Cups is all, see how that person's leaving behind the old emotions, the old ways of feeling that no longer serve. And then you have the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups basically is the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. And what's in this Holy Grail is not the conditional love of the human world, but it's the unconditional love of the Creator of all things. And so this is basically them saying, you can even see the hand that's offering it to you. It's definitely this message of you have the unconditional love of the Creator of all things, and you get to leave behind this old way of feeling, this old way of thinking about the Creator's love for you, and for that whole posse, that whole just expanse of beings of unconditional love and light that are on the other side. You're worthy of this, and they're handing it to you, which is beautiful. And then we're going to pull from the Spirit Junkie deck here. And since this is the last of the big cards here, we're going to still pull out one more little message here. But this can be about the emotional journey, but because it's the last major card, we're also going to allow it to be a wild card, to be whatever else the Creator wants you to know about the month of May. All right, so for our Scorpios, what's your final message for them, please? Okay, I want this one right here. Yep, beautiful green. I release my need to be right. I am defenseless and at peace. This is a good card in here too, because you get to release this old way of thinking, an old way of being, and I kind of feel like one of the things that's held you back is, what will people say? What will people, how will they receive that if I tell them, you know what? I believe I can go into the presence of God. And they're like, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to be right. You don't have to prove it to anyone. You just don't have to worry about defending your belief, your relationship with the Creator. And that's what I love about organized religion. I never disorganized religion, because I really feel like organized religion is the party to which we're invited, where we, a lot of times, is the first time we get to get introduced to the Creator of all things. And, you know, of course, I always caution everyone, it's like, don't believe everyone at the party, what they say about the person. You know, usually people are like, oh my gosh, I want you to meet this beautiful, you know, Creator of all things, and you're going to love them. Now, just be careful, because they can get a little testy sometimes, and they wipe out nations. And, you know, they have all these beliefs that they have, which are what they've heard. It's hearsay, it's opinion. And so I always say, try to look past what any organized religion or anyone else tells you about how your relationship with the Creator should be. It's like, would you let other people tell you how your relationship should be with your best friend? No, you might hear from them before you meet them, like, oh, that person's a jerk, and blah, 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 and you meet them and you like hit it off, and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even see where that is, because they had this experience in some way to, you know, give them that opinion and give them that perception of the Creator. But, you know, that's why I call the Creator instead of God, because some of the leftover energies I had of people's opinion of the Christian God didn't sit right with my heart, and I was having not trouble, but it was more difficult to try to think of that, the relationship I had with the Creator from a place of unconditional love, because I had all that history. And so it's like a nickname. Like when you meet someone, they're like, hey, so-and-so, this is so-and-so. And then you develop nicknames for each other later. You know, it's like, now I call the Creator or Mother and Father of all things, whatever you want to, you know, that's your relationship. That's your interaction with them. So I really feel that with that. All right. And then we have from the heart affirmations. And so this will just be the final message here for the month of May for this reading for you. So for our Scorpios, what's your final message? Okay. They do want to that one. Any others? And last pass. Okay, they do want this one right here. So we'll start with this one. I see clearly actions of manipulation. I see the truth. And that's what I love about this. You're letting go of this old thing. And, if you look back over organized religion, when we're talking about the dictator gets involved, they try to control people, right? And so in some organized religions, they do have some beliefs that are about manipulation, right? But this is what's lovely, is that you get to see the truth. Yeah, and again, I see clearly and accurately through divine assistance. So perfect. Yeah, I want to put this over here. Yeah, definitely. That capital T truth. You get to look past the manipulative, fear-based, controlling, small t truths of the human side of things, the dictator, the authoritarian, the tyrant, right? You get to look past those feelings and you get to see more things more clearly with your connection from above. This Ace of Swords allows you to see the capital T truths and cut away those small t truths. So I absolutely love this message for you. And what a wonderful May this is going to be, because it's going to free you in so much, and it's going to fill you with so much love that you have never felt before. It's like you're going to another level, which is beautiful, which is so Scorpio, right? You're the transformational experts of the zodiac. You start off as a scorpion, and then you transform into a snake, and then you transform into an eagle, and then into a phoenix. So you are about this movement and this transformation that happens throughout your life. So this is another transformation you're headed into, which is beautiful. Well, I'm going to leave the reading there. I do want to let you know, if you are looking for even more messages of love from above, in addition to these monthly readings by each zodiac sign, I also put out weekly energy updates for each of the elements, like fire signs, water signs, etc. Also, a variety of other videos, and like I mentioned, that U×2 video series. It's free, and I'll have it linked here. But if you want to be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel, if you give this video a little thumbs up and click this like button, also click the subscribe button, that gives you access to this notification bell. And when you go in there, if you choose the all option, you'll be notified of any new videos that come out on this channel. Also, doing any of those things helps spread the love, because when you like a video, you share a video, you comment on a video, or you subscribe to a channel, it makes the YouTube algorithm so happy it wants to share the videos of that channel with other people as well. So if you feel inspired to do any of those things, I am grateful for that. Also, these are general readings. If you're looking for even more detailed information for your life, I do offer personal readings currently, and all that information is listed in the description box below. All right, Scorpios, as you go through this amazing month and every second of every day of your life, please know that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things. And of course, I love you too. Have an amazing month, but I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. And until then, you hang in there and you take care.